Hey guys, I wanted to take a couple quick minutes to show you how to do the downloading process when it comes to the template. So what you want to do is you want to go obviously to Pampered Chef's website and you want to pull off the video that you are looking for. So I want to add this to my template, which is going to be some back to school ideas. So I found this video, 36 seconds long, perfect, and I'm going to download this to my computer. So when you're on Pampered Chef's website, the very first thing you're going to do is find the video and then download it to your computer. So we're going to allow that to do its thing. We're going to save that and it'll be ready for us. Then we're going to go into Canva and we're going to create an image. So when you're in Canva, I click create a design. I click on Facebook post, and then I begin to brainstorm on what makes most sense. So I try to think about products that will complement this product. The very first thing I do is I label this. So that way, when I come back at another time, I know kind of what is in this in this video. And so what was the other item? Oh, cut and seal, cut and seal. Okay, so that way it just makes it easier for me to identify later. Okay, so now I'm going to go into back to school ideas and I'm going to kind of shove down this way and just kind of see what I want. I'm looking for something that has basically 3 spots. And I think I just saw one up here. Okay, I'll use this one. Okay, so what this is going to do for me is I'm going to use this one as an image, this one as an image, and this one as the video, or so I'm going to try. Not everything is absolutely perfect. As you guys know, through this process, you got to do a couple little edits here and there. So now I'm going to upload the video that I just downloaded from Pampered Chef's website. So I'm going to click upload files. And I'm going to click this video here, and now it's going to upload into Canva. I know that I don't have the bento box in my, right, I don't think I do. So I'm going to go and grab the bento box from Pampered Chef's website, and I'm going to have to save it because when I am using several screens at one time, I can drag and drop, which is a nice feature. But in this case, I'm using one screen for this video, and I'll just simply be able to click it, and then I'm going to download the image that I like best. So let's see, we have this option. I think I like this one. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click that, and then I'm going to click save, and then I'm going to click bento. Then I'm going to go back in here, and I'm going to go back to the search bar here, and I'm just going to type in the word cut in, and hopefully that brings up the cut and seal. And now I am going to take the cut and seal, click on that there, and I'm going to download the cut and seal. So I'm going to probably choose this one here, save it, save the image. Now, what I like to do when I'm looking into these items, I like to look in the pictures and see what's there. So that gives me additional ideas on things that I can sell through this process. So I think this one is some sort of spreader. I don't know the exact name. So we're just going to put spread, and hopefully we'll get close. Here we go. All right. So we're going to take that. And then I also saw what were they called? The glass bowls. I can't think of them at the moment. Anyway, you get the idea that we're just going to try to find items within. Now, I know I'm going to use a cutting board through this process of making this meal, so there's no way I'm not going to include a cutting board. So I'm going to then look for my cutting boards. This is a good size that I prefer. So I'm going to use this cutting board, and then I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to be good to go. All right. So now I basically have all the ammunition that I need to, I hope, to create this this image. Okay, so and obviously I actually did save way more pictures than I need. So let's go into uploads. All right, so we have uploads here. You're going to take this video and you're going to simply just drag it here. Now, let me turn this down, or let me pause that. So what I could do if I wanted to, I could just copy. Nope, I'm copying the wrong thing. I could copy this and I could layer these here. So that way it's not necessarily, it gives me what I want, but not without, and actually I really don't even like this background at all. So what I would do, I'm kind of picky about this, is I would go back in and likely just start over because this is not really what I want. But you get the idea. So I'm just trying to give you something in general to work with. All right, let me paste this down here. So now, ultimately, now I have the option of making this a lot bigger because the focus really is my video anyway. So let me move this around and we'll just put some like miscellaneous pictures here. Nothing has to be perfect, but you know, kind of together is helpful. So here we go. We have a nice big image of what we're trying to share with them. And then we also have some supporting images that will kind of go along with that. And I like to leave a little space to be able to, you know, just share what these products are. But you get the general idea. Okay, so now we're going to pull those images in. Let's pull those hopefully all together. And yeah, perfect. So I'm going to, sometimes my computer lets me do that. Sometimes it doesn't. There it goes. Okay. So I was able to drag it across the entire products that I want to bring in. And it's perfect because I have 4 pictures here. So it's exactly what I was hoping for. I like to leave any kind of like, colors. I like to leave them in there because in the end, you can actually decide what you're going to actually use as the actual color. And the nice thing about Canva is that it kind of finds the colors in the pictures and pulls out some good stuff. So now I'm going to, let's see here, I'm going to go and highlight the cutting board. So I'll put the cutting board there. I'll put the cut and seal here, and I'll put this slicer there. And I don't like the way that looks at all. So, because what it does, it ultimately just cut off half of the product there. And there's really no way to get that off. So I'm going to delete that. And then what I'm going to do is bring this over and just kind of drag it down here just a bit like that. And what I could do, we'll just leave it like that for now. Okay, I'm going to take that off too. So we'll just leave it like this for now. And I can go back, and what I would do, I'll just show you since we're here. So if I don't get what I want when it comes to that, I'm going to go ahead and take this and I'm going to kind of create what they already created. I'm going to right click this, hopefully right click it. I'm going to layer it, push it back. So now it's behind the images like you see here. And I need to make this, I guess it's kind of a white color. I don't really know. All right, but we'll figure it out. So I would say it's kind of like that. Or this. Yeah, whatever. That's good enough. Okay, you get the idea. All right. That's still going good. Okay. So again, you can decide how you want this to look. Ultimately, you know, we're just trying to get some uniformity and some good stuff going so we can have a nice template for us and then ultimately for our team. So here I might make this a little bit smaller because now I really want to go back in and do some writing. And I'm probably going to go ahead and do that. Oh, that looks nice. Okay. All right. So then I might take another line like that. That actually looked kind of nice. I'll copy that, put it here, and maybe pull it up like that. And then that's potentially where I can kind of say what this video is about. Let me move that up a little bit. All right. So I would put my text in here. Again, you can decide whatever fonts, whatever. I kind of play with this for a while to see what looks the best in my opinion. And I'm going to go and make this a different color. And so we're just going to call this maybe like, how about like back to school necessities? And you can list the products in the image. I think that's really helpful because I think less people look at words and more people look at pictures. But we might not have that option. I know that's not spelled right, but it'll figure it out for me. Oh, Lorraine, that's terrible. There we go. All right. So I actually happen to know, I think, that there is a font, here it is, that kind of looks like school stuff, right? And how do I know that? Well, number one, I use this a lot, obviously, but when I don't know something, I'm going to go find out, right? I'm going to ask somebody or I am going to go and Google search, okay? And Google is my best friend because I don't know a lot, but I know how to find a lot. And that's just because I know how to look on Google, which you guys do. All right, so this looks good enough for me for now. I'm going to probably spruce this up a little bit. I don't necessarily like the way these pictures looks so much, but for now, you get the gist. All right, so we have this where I want it for now, and I'm going to click share. And you could actually share this on your socials a little bit easier, but I'm going to have to do it the long way because we're all sharing the same business page when it comes to the Pampered Parties. So we're going to download this as an MP4 and we're going to click download. And so now, excuse me, what's going to happen through this process is slowly it's going to take my product and download it to my computer. Once it downloads it to my computer, then I'm going to upload it in Pampered Parties. Now, I think what was happening is potentially we were clicking the link and sharing the link in the template, but unfortunately that doesn't play the video the right way at all, actually. So we can't use those posted that way. So a couple other things I will encourage as we're waiting for this video to download is, again, if you are not sure of something, honestly and truthfully, the only way to be comfortable with something is to ask. Google is definitely a fabulous place to find information. If I want to find something about Canva on the limited time that I have, I'll just type in Canva and my question, and on YouTube, it will come up every single time. I don't think I've ever not had it come up. Actually, I did one time, and I reached out to Canva, and that worked out just fine. So the other thing that would be helpful is the director resource links spreadsheet. So we took some time to develop the resource links spreadsheet while we're talking here. Let me see if I can just bring this up to show it to you. I don't want to use the, or no, actually what I was going to say was I want you to use this spreadsheet as often as possible so it will help you find different things. If you're not aware, when you're looking for things, you just hit the control key and the F key, and then it pops up a search box. Now it didn't do it here because I think we're just have too much going on, but if you do hit control and F, oh, we're recording, so it's not going to work. If you hit control F and you type in the word guide, oh, there it is. Okay, let's type in the word template. Okay, so what it's telling me here is that there are 14 things named template, right? So I'm not looking for the business template. I was looking for something else. So now it's ready. I'm going to save this video, back to school, bento cut and seal. So when I'm looking for it in the future, I know where it is. And let me see if I can bring this resource document back over. Of course, now it doesn't want to do it. All right, we'll skip that for now. We're going to learn a lot about the template at our next team meeting. So I want each and every one of you to feel empowered and equipped, because every one of you can do this. It's just learning how to do it. And that's all it boils down to. Just like you guys were able to learn out how to run your parties and so on, you can learn how to do this too. Okay. So, oh, here comes the links again. I don't know why that took so long. All right. So if I do Control F, that's going to pop up the find box eventually. And then you're going to type in the word that you need. You need the word template. It's going to pop up the word template eventually. I probably shouldn't be trying to do two things at one time. So template. Now it's telling me there's 14 things labeled template. I don't need the business template, so I'm going to look for the next thing. I don't need that. That's the business template. All right. So here is the template for director made videos. So that's the other piece that we need you guys to definitely do is when you finish up on your videos is to take those Pampered Party links and put them into the director made videos. That way, none of us have to recreate the wheel for the future. And that's the key, is that yes, this is going to take some time for us to understand and get a hold of, but this is also going to be a resourceful tool once we have it all finished up. So I didn't necessarily want that, but maybe I wanted the template for recognition slides. So when you're looking for your old recognition and you just want to simply copy and paste so you don't have to recreate it every month, it's sitting here. So it's all here at your fingertips. And there are things that are going to be missing. Karen found something today, which was helpful. So if you find something missing, this is not infallible, but it certainly is getting to that point. So here is the biggest thing, the template and tips. A couple people had mentioned they didn't understand what we were looking for. And we did cover this at our last team meeting with directors. So one thing that's super important is if you don't, or if you can't attend the meetings, we know life happens. You just want to make sure that either you get with your director for a recap or you listen to the video. The other part of it is, just like Stacy does, she recaps everything on a resource document. We have the same thing. So we have a resource document for our meetings and then discussions that we have where we make decisions. And they are all sitting in here as well. You see here, director team resource, and there's also one for our meetings. So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up, and we're going to discuss more of that as we go through our director meeting tomorrow, on Thursday. Okay, so now we have this video downloaded on our computer. Now I'm going to go into Facebook. And, Facebook's a little tricky these days. So I'm actually now acting as my personal page, and this is my business page. So I have to change that by clicking up here and showing me now how I'm active on these pages. And I'm going to look at my profiles, and I'm going to go into Pampered Parties. Okay, so that's going to switch me over. And if you don't have access to this page, then you need to ask Julia. She can give you that access. Okay, so when you're in Pampered Parties, let's make sure we're in there actually. Okay, now what you want to do is go into a post, and this is going to be the bento box and the cut and seal. Okay, those are the main products. Then I'm going to click this button here, and I'm going to pull up that back to school bento cut video that I made on Canva. Open it up. And you have to always put a little verbiage here. And now it's saying it's uploaded 100%. And I'm going to now post this. All right, so post. Now, once this post, which does take a couple of seconds, sometimes you have to click this up here and refresh. It should pop up. Okay, so it hasn't yet popped up. Sometimes if it's a longer video or your internet's not strong or whatever, mine is not very strong, even though I pay extra money to make it strong, sometimes it's just not. So that actually looks pretty darn good, right? I like the bright colors, how they kind of intertwine into the products that we have. And so now we have this video pretty much ready to go. All right. So I'm going to make sure I hear this. All right, we're good there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click these 3 ellipse buttons here. And I don't want anyone to be able to comment on this. And each of you need to go back into each of the posts that you put on here, and you need to make sure you change this because we have people commenting on here. And even I had somebody last week said, oh, I want to order that. And it wasn't any of my people that I knew of, that I was aware of. And so it's hard to tell who it is. So make sure you go in there and cut off that opportunity to comment because they will go to this. All right, now I'm going to click this video. And what you want to do now, this might be a little tricky, but you want to copy this, right click it. So I dragged it over, and now I'm going to copy it. And now I'm going to put my cursor back in here, drag it again, and paste it. And then I'm going to click enter. Okay. And so what this does is it creates what they call a watch video. And by doing that, now when I go into when I go into PMP, this video will play automatically. And the way it plays automatically is with a video link. Okay. So now I'm just going to go into Pampered or Post My Party, and you can post obviously, if you are running the template or using the template, you would post it here. Otherwise, you could literally just put it into the links that I was just mentioning on the system. As a matter of fact, that's probably what most of you are going to do anyway. So let's just go ahead and do that. So where is the links? To me, it's just easier to go Control F, type in link, and it'll find it for us. Here it is, video links. Double click that or click it. Now it's going to open up all the links. Great. Looks like most of us have done that. So you see here, we went from a Canva link to the Pampered Party link. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and type down here, bento box and cut and seal. All right. And you want to make sure it's a Facebook watch video. Sometimes my computer does this, so hang on. Hopefully it doesn't go berserk on me. This is why I got a new computer. For those of you like, she got a new computer again? That's what you guys said last night. This is why. All right, hopefully it takes another second or two. So just to kind of give you an example, this is an example. We can't use this video. So this video here would have to be downloaded to your computer, uploaded to Canva, downloaded to your computer, uploaded to Pampered Parties, downloaded, or actually copied the link and then put back in here. So whoever created that deluxe Girl and Griddle, if you can do that for us, that would be awesome. But you can see here, all of these are on the watch, which is what you want, as this one is here. And let me just put my name in here. And I'm thinking, yeah, we definitely want to put in that this was created in August 2023 and used in October or September, October. Excuse me. Now, I might pull this out in October, but it's definitely going to go in my template for September because obviously, you know, the kids are going back to school. Okay, so that is how you would upload, download, and upload and download once again. So obviously putting it in your templates, you guys know how to do that. So I'm not necessarily going to go over that, but I just wanted to provide that extra bit of content for you. I apologize. This is a long video. It probably could have been shorter, but with the upload, download, all that kind of stuff, and talking, it takes time. Does it take this much time when you're doing it by yourself? Definitely not. Maybe it takes 10 minutes, but you're doing other things along the way. And that's why I encourage you to download several videos at one time, get them into Canva, and then it's just a create and then download, upload, making it a lot easier. All right. If you have any questions, let me know.